friends, welcome to Damu Education. If not yet subscribed, please subscribe and click the bell icon. So in this question we are going to discuss find counter example to disprove the following statements. So disprove means what we have to do here is, so for this we should counter example we have to write. That is counter example we have to give, that is the disprove. There is no existence of proof for that. So first one, every rectangle is a square. So let's start. Every rectangle, this is rectangle, so in that rectangle what they are telling here is every rectangle is a square. So in the square all the sides are equal. So in the square all sides are equal, so this is square. So in rectangle only opposite sides are equal, even though it will have the 90 degrees at the corners. So in rectangle 90 degrees, here square also 90 degrees, even though they both will have angles are right angles, that is 90 degrees, but sides are not equal. So sides are not equal. So here in rectangle only opposite sides are equal. Let's take AB, CD. So here AB will be equal to CD, then BC will be equal to DA. But in square, let's write ABCD. So all sides AB will be equal to BC will be equal to CD will be equal to DA. So here sides are not equal, here all sides are equal. So for that you can say all rectangle is a square is not possible. All rectangles are not squares. So that is the case. Our second one, what is that here is, for any integer x and y, x square plus y square, square root of x square plus y square is equals to, so x plus y. So let's take for any integers they are telling. So let's going to take x and y values. Let x will be equal to 2 and y will be equal to 5. So let's substitute LHS. What is LHS? That is square root of 2 square plus 5 square. That is 2 square is 4 plus 5 square is 25. That is square root of 29. So square root of 29 is what? That is 5.38. 5.38. Then what is RHS here? The RHS will be equal to x plus y. That is 2 plus 5. That is equals to 7. So here LHS is not equal to RHS. So LHS is 5.38, that is not equal to 7. So this is the case. So for this, all integers, for any integers that are telling, for this what you can write it here is, for any integer, so for any integer, so what you can write for any integer, or you can write for all integers. So inverted A means that is for all. So that is the for all integers. Square root of x plus y square, x square plus y square is not equal to x plus y. So that is the case here. Our next one, third one, what is that here is? So let's write if n is a whole number, then what they are telling here is n is a whole number. So third one, n is a whole number. That is whole number, then 2n square plus 11 is a prime. So let's take n is equals to 0, whole number, right? So 0 plus 11 will be equal to 0 into 2 will be 0 plus 11, yes it is a prime. So 11 is a prime. Let's take n is equals to 1, 2 into 1 square plus 11, that is equals to 2 into 1 plus 11, that is 2 plus 11, that is equals to 13. Yes, 13 is also prime. So you can write like that. But n is equals to 11. Let's take 2 into 11 square plus 11, that is equals to 11 into. So 11 square means what is that? So 11 into 2 plus 11. So 11 square, that is 11 square. So here you can take common of 11 in the both the terms. So 11 let's take common. Here 11 into 2 plus 1 will be here. So let's write it this one, 11 into 22 plus 1, that is 11 into 23. So if you do multiplication with 11 into 23, what we will get? So 11 into 23, that is 253. So 253 is not prime. So 253 is not prime number. Prime number. Why? Because it is divisible by both 11 and 23. So prime numbers are which are only divisible by the number 1 and itself. That type of numbers only the prime numbers. But here 253 is divisible by both. So we can write it in the format of factors, that is 11 into 23. So that is the case. So in this, what you can say, n is a whole number, 2n square plus 11 is not a prime. Next one. So our fourth one, two triangles are, what they are telling here is two triangles are congruent if all their corresponding angles are equal. So even though two triangles are congruent, so let's take the angles will be like this. So let's take here 40 degrees, then here maybe it is what you can say 60 degrees, then it is 80 degrees. So if you add all these values 40, 60, 80, so two triangles are congruent. So here let's take another triangle with the using of different measurements but angles are equal. So this is 40 degrees, this is 80 degrees, this is 60 degrees. So you can take it out. So two triangles are congruent. So these two triangles are congruent by using of angles. But let's take the side lengths. The lengths of the sides. Let's take this is x, y, z. This is a, b, c. So lengths of the both triangles are different. So two triangles are congruent if all their corresponding angles are equal. If it is all angles are equal, then it's no need to be corresponding to each other. The corresponding angles are equal, then the triangles are only similar. So angles are equal means, so what you can say here is angles are equal, then two triangles are similar. Angles are equal means then two triangles are similar but not congruent. Congruent means all the sides angles all should be equal, then only we can say that is congruent to each other. Then our fourth one, what is that here? Fourth one is, so what is that? The fifth one, a quadrilateral with all sides. So a quadrilateral with all sides are equal is a square. So let's take this is the square, all sides equal. So AB, CD. So a quadrilateral means four sides, enclosed figure with four sides. So it's not no need to be. So let's draw rhombus also. So rhombus x, y, z, w. Let's take this is rhombus. So rhombus also all sides are equal. All sides are equal. In rhombus also all sides are equal. Then no need to be quadrilateral. So but all sides are equal, but it is not square. Then no need to be quadrilateral, must be square. So quadrilateral must be square. It may be anything. It may be rhombus also. This is the rhombus. So this is rhombus. This is square. So like this we need to find. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.